Hi, I'm Alex,
And I'm Nick,
and this is the Gone Fishing Podcast.
the #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
Enjoy. Another episode, another day, another dollar.
Money in the bank. It's November 9th?
I think it's November 9th.
10th.
It's the 10th.
10th.
Losing track of time here.
Yeah.
We got the Genesees on board. We may crack those open.
Jenny's, let's see the
Depending on how we
expiration
feel.
date on these suckers.
Oh, these are old, right?
These are old, bro.
Are these ones like I brought over?
Probably. Look at the logo. Definitely pre-COVID.
That's beer.
Yeah.
We're really towing the line with these today, though. We got the Jennies and we got the Kool-Aid Jammers.
Kool-Aid Jammers promised. Pre-COVID.
Yikes.
Not a sponsor, but
Right. I hope everyone's having a good week out there. I hope you guys are enjoying the other podcasts and our beautiful angelic voices.
oh yeah.
Ale's getting started early. He's opening up that Kool-Aid Jammer like it's no
I
tomorrow.
promised you guys. If you got 100 likes on that video, which we did.
We did?
Oh yeah.
How many did we get?
0.
100's got 2 zeros, so we got 1 0. We're almost there.
Should I say a prayer?
I would. We're about to see what this Kool-Aid Jammer tastes like. And we're gonna rate it on a scale of 1 to complete radiation.
2.
Really?
I should have shook it up. Probably everything fell to the bottom.
Is it bad?
You can try it. Try suckle.
A little sip. Yeah, there you go.
It expired in 2022, but it's pre-COVID.
It doesn't seem that sketchy, honestly. But you can tell by just feeling this package.
Oh, she's old. The flavor is there. We got it.
It tastes like a fucking Kool-Aid Jammer.
Yeah? You think
Yeah.
it's safe?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
I'm going to town
It's
now.
fine. All of a sudden, we both die midstream.
Got a good life insurance policy, so we're good.
Yeah, so all of a sudden the podcast just fucking takes off. Millions of
On there,
views. 4.5 episodes deep,
Millionaires.
right? What's going on this week for you?
Going on a little business trip.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where?
2 days, 2 nights.
Temecula?
No, going to the Southern Tier. Going to Binghamton.
Nice.
Binghamton.
Dude, so you
Ham.
might rub elbows with my uncle.
Yeah, I could. He's a call center, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the company, but okay. Yeah.
Wegmans.
No.
Wegmans loss prevention.
Where life is worth living.
Yeah.
Webster, shout out.
Also the place where most suicides are committed.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
That's news.
That'd be ironic. That's
Allegedly.
news.
Allegedly.
Sorry,
No.
seriously, not a joke.
Yeah, suicide is a very serious topic, and if you need help, there's advocates waiting.
Sometimes Al and I go down the route of dark humor, and that's okay.
It's who I am.
It's just funny.
Yeah, that's how I deal with my trauma. It's dark humor.
See, when I was younger, my uncle told me.
I think. Okay, I see where we're going.
So you're going to Binghamton.
Yeah.
What's going on out there? Little
Oh, we
meeting?
do a biannual,
Yeah.
little meetings with all the supervisors across the state, and a little holiday party too after hours. Go out to dinner.
Nice.
Yeah, all you
Is
can
this like the first time you guys are gonna have this?
eat. No, I did it last year, and then I did it in December, and then we had one in June. So we do it twice a year, right? So usually December and June. I decided to do November this year, so we'll see how it goes.
Who's the one?
We're doing a white elephant. If you ever heard of that.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, it got so
are
bad
fun.
where we can't do that within the office anymore because it's just liquor. That's all. Everyone's buying liquor for everyone.
They should just say no liquor.
So we can't do it in the office anymore. We have to do it at the dinner.
They should just say no liquor.
Yeah, but what else are you going to get someone? Because I'm not creative. I'll probably just go a 10-pack of Zins and 2 Monsters, and there you go. There's the
Right.
$35 limit.
I just go to Marshall. Marshall's always has like these perfect white elephant gifts.
Gifts. Okay.
But no, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
always fun.
Yeah.
There's always one person at those events that they fucking just let loose.
Yeah. That's
Who is it?
That's my coworker. for sure. I'm not gonna name names, but yeah, he last year, yeah, basically I was carrying him back.
Oh my
Then in
god.
the summer, yeah, I was carrying him back.
You never want to be that guy.
Well,
right?
the problem is we had another supervisor there too. This is the June one.
Yeah.
And we were just drinking at the hotel after the dinner, right? And the supervisor that's from Plattsburgh, New York, middle of nowhere, right? Brings like some homemade bottle of like moonshine. Not really moonshine, but
Yeah.
Long Island iced tea mix, something.
My word.
And
Everclear though, probably, right? That's how moonshine.
looking
That's how you
back,
make
they
it.
probably ever cleared us, yeah.
My God.
So my coworker and I were drinking with this other supervisor from the middle of nowhere, basically. So really interesting. But that coworker that's from Plattsburgh, when we were getting up to go back to the room, started walking, and all of a sudden just like froze, and went like their eyes were open and it fell backwards, and like locked up, like totally out, and fell into like this AC grate, like I don't know, like underground
my
AC
God.
unit.
He
So I
fell
had to pick
in-
them up out of there. But when that happened, my coworker from up here fell. So I'm grabbing him, I'm grabbing the other person,
Jesus.
and just army carrying them back to their rooms.
God.
And yeah.
I could never. I don't know.
No,
I'd be
I'd
too
never get that
nervous.
bad.
I don't
Yeah,
want people
drink
to
like that.
see me like that.
Yeah.
And I could very easily be that person.
But that's one thing about you. I never noticed that. All the times we've been together, I've never seen you go above and beyond.
Fair enough. I've been there though.
Yeah?
A lot. You can ask Val. Val has.
You hide it well then.
Dude, I've never had to like carry Val back to the room. None of that. There was like maybe one time I remember her. She was pretty drunk, but always in control. There's been at least 3 or 4 times in our relationship over the last 10 years that she's quite physically had to drag me across someone's floor to the bathroom to throw up
Oh
or
my
to
God.
a room.
No
yeah,
way.
dude, Val's a fucking champ.
Yeah, she's a trooper for that one.
There was this party we went to when I was living in Atlanta, and within like 5 minutes of being at that party, so I arrived to the party sober. Within 5 minutes of being at that party, someone busts out a bong.
Uh-oh.
I hit the bong.
Never mix it.
Never hit a bong. I hit the bong.
Never hit a bong before? Until then?
No, I definitely have at that point. So I hit the bong, and then I start drinking.
Yep. So you get crossfaded. Yep.
Got crossfaded. Before you know it, I'm freaking comatose on the fucking.
That's the best way
On
to
the
be.
couch.
It's the best nap.
But then the room starts spinning.
Oh, yeah.
So that was
You're going downhill.
That was not good. But yeah, I really try not to do that. Have I ever told you about like the week before my daughter was born? Or maybe like 2 weeks before she was born?
No.
Never told you this story. So it was maybe it was more than just a few weeks.
Maybe you did. I don't know.
It was like a month or something like that. You could stop me if I'm repeating myself.
People don't know. Let's hear it.
This is something I'm not proud of, but sometime, it was either a month, a week, whatever it was, before my daughter was born, I remember I was watching football, and I was just having a day. I was having a good day, just
Yeah.
chilling. This was around the time that I was drinking, and I was like, now I try to kind of sustain more than ever, but I do have a drink here and there. But at this point in time, I was drinking and whatever, and so I bought a 12-pack of Molson, and just
nice,
watching
yeah.
the game, hanging out, watching the game, hanging out. Before I know it, I'm fucking 11 beers deep, which is a
Oh
lot
my
for me.
God.
I'm a lightweight.
Well, that's, I think, a lot for anyone.
Yeah. But
I'm feeling
they were
it
going
after
down
3.
easy. They
Yeah.
were going down easy, so I'm feeling pretty good. Some point comes that the football game ends. I take the dogs outside. I don't have anything on me. I'm wearing my clothes, but I don't have my phone, nothing. And it's chilly outside. I remember that.
It's like February, yeah.
It's like February. It could have even been the Super Bowl, to be honest, but I just don't remember. Let the dogs outside, and I just remember being outside and feeling so good. I was like, this feels really nice out here.
Oh, yeah.
So this thought comes in my head. I'm going to let the dogs inside, and I'm going to go for a walk.
Nothing, but nothing else.
Nothing else. I didn't let Val know. I didn't let her brother know. I just fucking
Mima?
leave. Grandma wasn't there at the time. I just fucking leave. I'm just walking with no feeling of I gotta be home.
Wow.
I just
That's
keep walking.
true freedom.
I'm missing, as far as Val knows, and her brother, I'm missing for like 2.5 hours.
Okay. I thought it was like an hour, half hour.
Dude, Val said she didn't start getting worried until like an hour, which is incredible that she let me go that much. But it was over 2 hours. And I'm just walking around. And it was the weirdest time in my life. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I didn't feel the urge to go home. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But eventually, her and her brother get in the car and they start driving around looking for me. And she was like, I was so close to calling the police and reporting you missing. And
I don't know the story. This is wild.
And she found me, because I was fucking 11 beers in, dude. I was pissing like a racehorse, and I was out in the middle of the night. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. There's nothing going on. I'm just fucking pissing in the middle of nowhere.
Where'd she find you?
I was in, ironically, I was in the church parking lot. I just finished,
Catholic?
Just finished taking the leak. I think so.
Okay,
Catholic church.
perfect.
Shout out.
I have a theory behind what happened, but keep it going.
So yeah, all of a sudden I see Val's brother's old car. I see it drive by, and I'm like, I wonder if that's them. They turn around, they pull in. Val's
at this
like,
point, you still think there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're kind of just like, oh.
Yeah, I really felt. I think I was just so drunk. See, that's the problem, and that's why I took a step back with drinking, because all like processes go out the window. And Val was like, so they stop. Val gets out, and she's pregnant as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, hey, honey."
Yeah. What's up? It's just like, what's that movie? With Will Ferrell, he's drunk.
Old
naked.
School.
Old School.
Yeah, hey, honey.
We're going streaking through the quad.
A little cold out there, Frank?
Yeah. Down right in the back seat with her friends.
She was like, I want to be so mad at you right now that you did this. I want to be so fucking mad at you, but I'm just so happy that I found you. She thought I got kidnapped. She always thinks I get kidnapped. I'm like, no one's gonna kidnap me.
I don't know. You got the long hair going, a little blonde in it.
Yeah, I didn't at the time.
From behind. Hey, dude.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am.
And at that point, it's too late.
Right.
Like, oh, gotta go with it. Keep it in the van.
But, yeah, not my proudest moment. And ironically, it took me a year from that point to actually consider getting sober.
Yeah.
And then I was, then
you did it.
Then I was sober for like 8 months, and then I put a drink in there here and there.
Yeah, I think
once in a while.
You kind of have to get stressed off.
I don't feel guilty about it anymore. I think I used to feel like, oh, if I have a drink right now, I'm going to feel guilty about it. And I don't feel guilty anymore. I know who I am. I know
what you do.
Got my shit under control.
So with that walk you went on,
were
you thinking about anything, or do you remember any reasoning, like maybe get your mind clear?
I mean,
you're about to become a father, right? So I'm thinking your body was kind of like, or your mind was, hey, I need to go for this walk, figure out
perhaps
what the next steps look like in life.
I mean, certainly on the surface, I didn't feel any sort of stress or scared or anything like that. But you put 11 drinks in you. Maybe there was some deep down stuff that I was scared about.
Yeah, I think so.
I planned.
Your mind was like, hey, I need to do this, and
it's not. See, the thing is, it's not that I had any sort of plan of never going home.
Yeah.
I think I just remember that first initial feeling before I walked off, as I just felt really comfortable outside. Even though it was obviously cold out, I felt great.
Yeah.
And that's what originally, I guess, carried me away. Yeah. It feels like a nice night to go for a walk.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that feeling of I have to go home right now or what time it was. It was just like,
keep going.
I'm just going to keep going. And I literally did. I probably walked a couple miles.
Yeah. And the surprising thing to me, right, there's a lot of businesses where you are, right, a lot of stuff going on. You find yourself in a church, a Catholic church of all places.
Yeah.
Are you baptized?
Yeah.
First communion?
Mm-hmm.
I think a higher power is bringing it to church, saying, "Hey, it's gonna be all right. Put everything in God's hands." And
Yeah, God led me to the bush.
yeah, led you there, the burning bush.
The burning bush. Is it bad that I peed in it?
I don't think you should be peeing right at places like that, but there's a reason why you made it there, and that's where she found you.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is very
all
true.
the places, especially where you are, there's a lot of stuff going on. You find yourself at a Catholic church
Yeah.
where you were baptized in the holy water, First Communion.
Yeah. I wasn't baptized at that church.
I know, but
That would
within
be
the
actually
religion,
ironic
right? And
if
that
I
was
was.
happened to be the closest church.
Yeah.
And God's trying to tell you, hey, I got you. Just believe in me.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay. Have you
That's
gone to
true.
church since?
Yeah.
To Roman Catholic?
No. I don't really identify with any
I know, but
specific churches.
I find it interesting since that's where you ended up, right?
For sure. Yeah. No.
And maybe try to go and see what happens.
The church that I do go to is,
Non-denominational,
I would say it's non-denominational with,
a little flair.
but a Christian pastor for sure.
Well, I think that experience is awesome, though.
Yeah, it's not my proudest moment, but I'm not scared of it. I've told people this story,
Yeah.
and it's something that I'm kind of an open book, anyways. I kind of wear my shit on my sleeve, but
Yeah. But imagine if you didn't have that experience, right? Maybe what other stresses you want to let go from that night of just going out and be free one last time
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and feeling good.
yeah. It's like, in a way, I don't regret it, but probably because nothing happened. But things could have. What if she went into labor while I was gone?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You know, it was a very selfish move on my part to like just leave like that.
And you want to know why it didn't happen?
Why?
Because God will take care of it for you.
I mean, I there's a little bit of that I could believe.
Always.
I could get behind.
Everything always ends up being okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not always, but
In the long run.
but I think there's always
As long as you're making good choices.
there's always like a silver lining to things, right?
For sure.
But we become so used to feeling like we become so used to suffering in a way. We get used to that feeling of suffering that when we finally take steps to not suffer, whether it's like with our diet, whether it's like working out, just making better choices, not drinking, you ultimately feel better.
Yeah.
But this conversation actually, there was something I was thinking of earlier that I wanted to bring up during this podcast, and this leads right into it.
Okay. Go with it.
Okay. I was going to ask you. So I was talking with someone the other day, and a question that came to mind was, I think I think for a good portion of people, we all go through these like, our lives kind of ebb and flow, right? And at times we're in a period where maybe we're not working out. We're let's say we're just doing things that we know are not good for our bodies, but we're
doing it.
We're stuck in it. We're doing
in the
it.
rut. Yep.
And then there comes a point where we get out of that and we go hardcore in the opposite direction. And let's say we're eating healthy, we're working out, we have a good flow going. And that ultimately feels way better than the other end of the spectrum. What do you think it is that, even though we know that how it feels to let's say do the right thing and treat our bodies good and make good decisions, what do you think it is that brings us back to the other end of the spectrum?
Bad stuff?
Yeah.
Satan. No, it's I say lack of discipline is one of the things, right? You're kind of just going back and doing what you want that feels comfortable.
I mean, like so like you think suffering just feels comfortable for a lot of us, so
So in the
there's
long
something comfortable
and
about it.
Also, you have to suffer a little bit to realize how good the good stuff is, or you just think this is okay, whatever. So
I guess
you kind of have to go backwards unconsciously, do that right, and start making bad choices again and going backwards.
Yeah.
And then like, oh shit, I felt really good when I was healthy and doing the right things. So I have to get back on that path.
In a way, there's suffering on both ends. You're suffering if you're just eating junk food all the time, right? And you're not working out and you're being
But
lazy.
it's not providing growth. That kind of suffering.
Yeah, it's like one way you're suffering to get to the to hit rock bottom. It's you're suffering on the way down, but also on the other end of the spectrum when you're making good choices,
You're suffering.
it hurts to work out.
Yeah, I heard.
I don't particularly enjoy working out, but I like how I feel at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't particularly like how I feel after I eat a whole medium pizza.
I feel good during it.
Feel good during it.
That's funny you say it, 'cause guess who just ate a full medium pizza today?
What was on it? Pepperoni pineapple.
Nope. Chicken wing.
Ooh.
Delicious from Cronies Pizza.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cronies.
it's good. I haven't had Cronies in a minute.
How far are they from here?
Hop, skip, and a jump. Next time.
Next time. Yeah, because you already had pizza.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'd eat pizza twice in a day.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'd eat it every day.
I do a little suffering.
Yeah, for that.
But sometimes I wish it was easier to make these better choices. But
Yeah,
if it was so easy, maybe it wouldn't be that great.
No, exactly. Even when you're going to your mental ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
You got to kind of have that mental low to realize how good it feels when you're up on top.
Yeah, it's very true.
So you got to have the good with the bad, bad with the good.
Yeah.
So that's a good point you brought up there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I forgot about it until we
Started talking about
yeah,
that.
so we started talking about that.
So
So that was really good.
yeah, I like it.
I like what we did there.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. So that all led into my work trip I have this week for 2 days, 2 nights.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Little break.
Little break. Like being away from family, so that's a negative, but
Yeah.
it should
Yeah,
be
it does
good.
suck. Never like being away from home too long.
Yeah.
You know, you miss the kids.
Yeah.
Miss the kids.
It's weird with these things, right? Because everyone wants to compete. You got all the bosses there. You want to be the top guy, top girl.
Yeah.
So everyone's like always trying to like throw these new ideas out in these meetings, and it's so dumb. So I just sit there with my mouth shut.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is stupid. Everyone's competing to, sniff the boss's ass.
I ain't doing no sniffing.
No.
You don't care.
No. And one thing about too that with like just ties into working in general is another red flag Sundays here at the workplace.
Okay.
Performance reviews.
Oh God.
The worst. Especially when you got to write your own.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to write your own.
Write your own. Just say, hey, I did this year. Here you
Yeah.
go, boss. And even though you do go above and beyond, let's say you're down an employee or two, you're stepping up, you're working extra hours. It's always, meet expectations. Never going above and beyond. Guess what's going above and beyond? Pick up the slack for all the coworkers that are gone, and
Yeah.
that's a big red flag. Like you're giving me,
Yeah. You're getting rewarded.
I'm gonna middle of the road review. I went above and beyond what you wanted me to do.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I think.
So I can't wait to do that this year when sit down and review and be like,
Yeah.
whoa, time out.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I think we did that. I think we did the self review
Verizon.
at Verizon.
They're the worst. Every place does it. It makes the job easy for the boss. 'Cause the boss is gonna write his review based off that, and that way it doesn't bring conflict. Because they can kind of write, if you think you did well, yeah, he did do good on that, but here's some things he could have worked on. But if a boss wrote his own without any biases,
Yeah.
maybe he would really pull out something that you really do need to work on, instead of just trying to not have confrontation to agree with what the employee feels. But there might be something that the employee's blind to,
Yeah.
and some bosses don't want to step off and do that because people don't like conflict. They want something easy on the next thing.
Yeah, they never, like, reviews, they never really, I mean, I actually had a really good boss when I worked at Verizon.
Yeah, I got
this
a good one
guy-
too. Don't get me wrong.
Really liked him.
Just review processes.
But
suck.
they just didn't seem, they didn't really seem genuine.
Yeah.
They didn't seem like there was any, it was almost like it was being done because
'Cause
it
he
was
had to.
Yeah, because it was,
HR said, hey, you got to do it.
it was a
Require
task.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just checking the box
Yeah.
off
And
amongst
then
all
there's
the
no
other things.
So you do these reviews, and then you might have like a new yearly plan. You never go over it until the end of the next year. You should
Yeah.
be meeting with your boss like, once a month at least, going over your monthly goal or yearly goals.
Yeah. Yeah, even just like
But I haven't talked
like-
about my goals all year to anyone.
from that you
up.
set for this year.
Yeah. I looked at them to make sure I'm still hitting them, but there's no one like say, hey, we should go down and sit down and look at these, make sure you're hitting everything. Do you need help?
That's
It's funny. I think
that's true. They
It
should at least
just
do, like,
drives a point.
quarterly reviews would be cool.
Yeah, I remember a place I used to work for had that, but still, it was never meaningful. It was just something to check the box and.
And that's whoever's leading the reviews has to really be looking out for that stuff.
Well, also one thing too, a lot of places stretch their supervisors too thin.
Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
a good supervisor can only really lead 5 employees effectively. Once you start adding on 10, 15, 20 employees, it makes it really hard to do that and really develop a team.
Yeah, how can you really with all the tasks as a manager you have and so your task as a manager is to like have you're having your hand on people, you're managing people, but
Yeah,
you also have a
people
bunch of other
Other tasks.
behind the scenes bullshit that you're getting bogged down with. You got 500 emails you're trying to respond to and keep track of what your employees are doing. Yeah, you'd never catch me
Yeah, because right now I have 26.
never catch me in that role.
26 direct reports. And yeah, I can't keep a track on all of them, I'll be honest.
That's a lot.
I just find some of the lowest performers and work with them, but also the people that are high performers, I don't have time to sit down and really help them get to that next level. So it's definitely a struggle. This one job I had, before I had this one, I was more like a regional manager,
Yeah.
and I had 11 direct reports, but I had, because I had 11 supervisors underneath me, but
Oh
all
my
of them
God.
had 20. So I think I had like 200, sorry, like 130 indirect reports.
So
Also,
per supervisor, they had.
each had 20. So
That's
I
wild.
hated that too. I'm like, no, we can't. It's just really hard to lead, especially maybe in a call center environment. You can get away with that because you're right there.
Yeah,
But
they're not like mobile.
a mobile or out in the field environment. There's
Yeah.
no way.
No, that's
Spread too thin.
really tough.
Yeah.
What do you think? When it comes to like the different levels of any company, starting from entry level all the way up to like CEO.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea? Because a lot of people say, and I've been hearing it lately, is like, CEOs, man, they shouldn't be making, 2,000% more than the, like the entry level employees. What do you think is a good way to determine how much a CEO should be making? Because I agree that like some of them are making, like 200, whatever, like $5 million a year,
Yeah.
whatever. But one thing that I have come to realize is a CEO, even though it may seem like they're not doing a lot of work, you got to understand, they make decisions. They make decisions that could either make a company continue to go up,
Yeah.
and they can make a decision that completely flatlines a company.
buries
So,
it.
whereas at the entry level position, you're only making decisions that maybe would affect a few people, maybe
a little bit. Yeah.
a little
shift it,
bit.
yeah.
So, from that perspective, what do you think?
For a CEO to make, I say what the company's making, like profit at the end of the year.
Like profit share?
Yeah.
So what if
You're making your money if we're profitable. If you're not making money if you're not.
what if that's what it's currently based on, and people have a problem with it?
I think it is probably based on that.
I think it is too.
Largely. And CEOs are the first ones going to be fired when something's not going right.
So
The pressure's on them.
so you do you increase? So let's say it's the whole company is ran off, and like what people are getting paid is based on profit sharing, right? But let's just say like the lower level is just a smaller percentage of profit sharing. Do we say we just like increase that level up a little bit? We don't even look at minimum wage. We look at
Yeah, profits. Yeah, I think you should do that with the lower end entry level positions.
like McDonald's.
Yeah,
People like to talk about companies like McDonald's. I should be able to work a job like McDonald's and make a livable wage. What does that actually mean?
enough to pay rent and
But where?
food.
That
Yeah,
like if you're talking about New York City, you're looking at
can't
like
do it.
you're looking at an average rent of probably
$2,000.
2,000 plus. If you're talking
For
about
a studio.
Rochester, New York, you're looking at a studio probably around $1,000 plus,
800,000.
800 to 1,000.
Maybe, who knows?
So it's complicated, but
Yeah.
how do you figure that out?
I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as just, okay, everybody who's working a entry level position at McDonald's should make $40 an hour.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It's hard because McDonald's also, since it's publicly owned, has to make money for the shareholders. Right?
And the franchisee,
Yeah, the franchisees
to make
gotta
their-
make money. You have money to invest in new products, development, enough to pay the support staff. So I think people lose sight of that, right? All the risks that a CEO might take or an owner of a business might take.
yeah.
And I think what they get paid is fair for the most part. Because all that risk is on them. All the decision makings, it's their decision, right, at the end of the day.
They ultimately created the ability for jobs to be available.
Yeah, that too, right? Their innovation, their idea, they should get paid for that. But I do feel like if I were in that position, right, where I had a successful business making millions of dollars or whatever, I would, once I got to a certain point where I knew I was secure financially, where I could just live off like interest in the bank somewhere, I probably would start giving most of my salary away and raising other people.
Yeah.
I'd probably just give myself enough to live, like a normal, $75,000, $80,000 a year salary, and and give it back to the employees.
That seems like a very noble thing to
Yeah.
do. But there's also another part of it too. That I think the fact that when I was working my bullshit Dunkin' Donuts job at one point, making $7.25 an hour.
Where was that again? That was at
It's in Brockport.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, I was in the gas station.
yeah, I remember. I came visit. Yeah,
It was
at Lowe's.
It was a fun job.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, that the fact that I knew, look, if I wanted to make more money, I could go up to management, maybe eventually become a district manager, all this stuff. I didn't want to do that. I knew that job was just a stepping stone. Ultimately,
Get some cash in your pocket.
get some cash in my pocket. But ultimately, being an entry level position, I wanted to do more.
Yeah,
So I also feel like entry level positions shouldn't be the end goal. But what if it is for some people?
yeah, it is.
I'm like so
Yeah.
torn on this. Like, if that's what you want to do, then I do agree that if you want to work at McDonald's and be an entry level position worker, but you don't want to be a manager, you are kind of making a choice to, like, what those positions pay, but also
Yeah,
if you're happy doing that, you should
do it.
You should be able to do it and make
enough to
money.
live.
But it's really tough.
Yeah, that is a tough one. I maybe a loyalty bonus. So if you stay in that position, because companies, you could save a lot of money as a company by not losing your people, right? So maybe invest that back into. Because
Yeah.
when you have turnover, right, and to hire a new position, some jobs that could cost 50, 60 grand to get a new person in the door.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe
It's costly to hire people.
have a loyalty bonus in place for years of service. Keep your people on staff. Instead of people job hopping, trying to get more money,
Yeah.
and help your people out, right? Really show, hey, I appreciate you stuck it out for 5, 6, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're helping my company. You're knowledgeable. You got all this knowledge.
Right.
I should pay you for that. But I don't think these big chains do that for the most
No.
part. Like, not
No.
enough to make it, a difference.
I just don't think they were ever. I don't think they were ever intended to be that way. And certainly the landscape of these things has changed since our parents were younger and
Oh, yeah.
worked these jobs. I mean, it just seems like these entry level positions were just never meant to be lifelong positions.
Yeah.
And that's how it was like. That's how it was like set up.
But if you look back in the 60s, 70s, 80s of America,
Yeah.
that time frame, you can go and get a factory job, stay in that position, entry level, your whole life, and have enough money to retire and be kind of wealthy.
Yeah.
Look at a lot of, people that are our parents' age are doing that, right? They're retiring and worked in a factory job their whole life, and they're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like what am I going to tell my kid when she gets older? You
I
know?
know. Yeah.
I mean, I
I say
ultimately,
follow your dreams. I don't care what you make. I'll support you. Do what's going to make you happy.
I agree. I would follow happiness over money, and
All
that's
day.
just because I know
'Cause
that
we're poor.
with following it, the money will come.
Oh yeah, for
It's-
sure.
it's
You're doing
not-
something you love.
It's not don't pay your bills. You might as well just be happy and not have the money to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Because then that doesn't make you happy. But certainly following your what you enjoy is gonna
It's gonna be
get you there.
get you there for sure. Another red flag, right? Getting 50-cent raises every year. I remember I used to get that all the time working for a certain grocery chain, and they report like $11 billion profit or something, or revenue.
Yeah, and you're like,
What the hell? You give me 50 cents?
The hell?
Oh my God, get out of here.
that's offensive.
Like, how can you ever do something great?
What do they just base? They base your. Do they base your raise like based on average inflation?
No. Oh, no one does. If they were, I'd be making 25% more. Right now, I'm not.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I mean, like average inflation every year is what?
No, there might be market rate adjustments, and
Yeah,
but I don't think raises are, at least where that certain employer was, it was just a straight, everyone got 50 cents.
oh, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, this is not enough to keep up.
50 cents, I mean, it's just not, it's a slap in the face.
Yeah. And during COVID, we got extra 50 cents an hour as like a hazard pay. Oh, thank you. I don't think COVID was a big hazard, but
Yeah.
at the time we didn't know. Which is, I still was, grateful to have an extra 50 cents an hour. I packed as much overtime as I could.
But still.
Yeah.
But still.
But still.
Yeah, there's some pride behind that. Like, oh, when you're having that conversation with somebody about COVID, you're like, they're like, yeah, I was, I was so bored. I was just home doing nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I was,
I worked my ass off.
yeah, I was considered essential.
Essential.
Essential. You know what my job was? Putting cookies
Yeah.
and crackers on the shelf.
That'd be a wild time, though. Like, I can't imagine an employee who had, like, an office-type job then. It would, like, holy shit. Like, what am I going to do in my life? I can't do anything. I'm here.
Yeah.
Got to stay home.
Yeah.
But I know I worked every day. I never had a, I was out for COVID, so.
I was more than happy. Like I was, if I had to choose, which I guess in some way I did kind of choose, but I would have chosen, I did, to stay working versus being home collecting extra money.
Extra money.
I would have made more money had I stayed home.
Really?
Yeah, they were giving the extra $600 out, so you get your $300 a week for unemployment.
Yeah, you'd have to get fired, though, to get unemployment, right?
Well, you would, yeah. I would probably just take my dick out or something in the
Oh, yeah,
in
be
the
smart
store
about that, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be smart about it. But you get $300 a week, and then they were doing this extra $600.
I remember that now.
I'm like $900 a week. Come on,
That's pretty good back then.
that's pretty good.
After taxes? Before taxes? What are we looking at?
That was before taxes.
Still.
See, this is where people fucked up. They took advantage of that, right? But when it came time to check that box of taking the taxes out, they said, "No, I want all of it."
Yeah.
And then after all this, New York State's like, "We want that money
I
back."
want my money, bitch.
And they were investigating.
Hey,
I remember
sucker.
they were investigating me because, so I was working that grocery job, right? And then I was
Going to Barbin.
I was in barber school, but they shut down a month before I was going to graduate. So I was off. Everything opens up again. I complete barber school. I get into my first barber shop. I'm there for 2 weeks. They shut it down.
Yep.
I was so pissed because I was out of school and I just felt like this whole thing was just blown out of proportion. I said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to collect unemployment. Like
Yeah.
I'm not making any money.
Yeah.
I'm going to
You
do
have
it."
to.
So
You got a house payment, right?
So it was all legit. At that time, they stopped the whole extra $600. So I was just
Too
making
late.
a little bit of money every week. And I was also doing Uber.
Uber.
But I was doing Uber. I was working under the amount of hours.
Did you break the law?
No, I didn't break the law. There was a certain amount of days. It was days. There was a certain amount of days that you could work and still collect unemployment. And I was
okay.
so I was doing Uber, and I was doing and I was collecting. Come like a year later, after all that shit stopped, I get a notice in the mail, and they want me to submit all this proof again that I was
Not working.
yeah.
And did you get in trouble?
No, I submitted everything
You're
they
right.
asked
Yeah,
me
you're
to.
in the right. There
I
you
was
go.
in the right. I did everything
Atta
right.
boy.
But it's still scary. It was still
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
how many people got fucked? Because it was like, if we find out that you lied,
I want that money back.
yeah, you're gonna owe us like I think it was like 18 grand or something.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, dude, I've
a lot
never
of cake.
fucking mooched off the system in my life. I've been
enough.
working since I was 15. I was like, I fucking deserve this right now.
Yeah.
That's what COVID made me feel like. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah. I worked every damn hour I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot of work because a lot of they had extra shifts and we're getting extra product in, and
Yeah.
yeah, I worked hard. That was fun. Good time. Made a lot of money.
It was fun. It was fun seeing
I
people.
profit off COVID.
I,
Call me Dr. Fauci.
oh, that guy. That guy's funny.
So should we bring it up?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Sounds good.
I don't think
I tried.
so. I tried.
I'm not gonna go there. That's
I'm just gonna drink my water.
a good choice. Liquid Death. So what does that taste like?
It's just like
Like
flavored-
watermelon?
Just like flavored water. Or this one specifically.
Yeah. Well, just is this like
It is
sparkling water?
It is melon.
Why is it such a big can?
I don't know. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant marketing.
I know.
It's made to look like an IPA. It raises an eyebrow. Oh, what are you drinking?
Oh.
Oh, it's actually water. It's liquid death.
So better than this?
I mean, I guess health wise, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's overpriced water,
Yeah.
is what it is.
It for sure. I'm drinking water out of my tap right now.
It's got me
It's got
thinking.
fluoride. We're good.
It's got me thinking that I should just open up a water company.
Rock City Water.
Yeah, but it's gonna be served in like plastic pouches, recyclable,
Can't be plastic.
recycled plastic.
We get too many microplastics as it is.
It's gonna be what's that material? Not spandex, the other one.
Latex?
Not latex. I can't even think of it. It's recycled plastic. A lot of shirts are made out of it.
Polyester?
Polyester.
Ah.
They're gonna be polyester pouches. Of water.
Polyester. Polyester pouches.
Oh yeah.
Not healthy.
No,
Microplastics not good.
dude. They even say that wearing polyester is not good for you
Really?
because the
Start taking my clothes off.
plastic is rubbing against your skin and your body's absorbing it.
Oh, so what I do, I always wear something that's cotton underneath.
Do you? I mean, I don't.
See, my theory, right? I always like to have an undershirt. Hides the man boobs. Second of all, though,
You gotta let those
you
guys
don't
out.
dirty up your nice shirt. I'd rather dirty up a white shirt no one's going to see.
Fair enough.
When the nice, button up or nice polo.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Less contact, it stays nicer longer, in my thoughts.
Not getting the sweat.
Yeah, when I sweat. I sweat a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I run hot here.
Interesting.
Hot-blooded.
I guess I do a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, I like sleeping cold.
Oh, yeah. Colder, the better.
This is like how it feels down here. I mean, now I'm actually warm, but when we
Yeah,
first
we're feeling
walked down
pretty-
here,
It's perfect sleeping temp.
this is perfect. I mean,
Yeah,
this
sleeping bag.
is how our bedroom is, dude. It's
You wanna call
fucking
it up?
awesome. Yeah, you got the world's largest beanbag.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's called a love sack or fun sack. Love
Fun sack.
Love sack.
Either
I think it's
or.
a fun sack.
It'd be pretty tough to have sex in, though. You'd be rolling off that thing.
You get used to it.
You get
You
used
get
to it.
used to it.
It's like sitting on a giant testicle.
It is. Swollen, Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah.
We're gonna get flagged.
For what? Comedy?
Yeah, we're taking Mark's voice.
Oh, Mark Norman.
It's AI.
He's the best. He's one of the best comedians.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg is another good guy with Meta.
It's gonna be it's gonna be
Libertarian.
interesting. I think comedy's gonna
Explode
be even
here.
more like.
Attacked?
No, I mean I think right now I think comedy is gonna have an upper hand.
Oh yeah, it's gonna explode.
It's gonna be It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be a wild 4 years.
It is.
Wild.
Yeah. Don't know what to expect, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful.
alrighty.
I did check my stocks like the following day.
How was it?
It was up
Yeah, mine
for
too.
sure. I
What
mean,
happened? What changed?
I don't really know. I mean, realistically, I do know, but I don't know why. I don't know if it would have, if it's just like, okay, now the stock market knows the answer.
Yeah, there's no uncertainty.
I don't know if it was necessarily who is in there now that it made people like, I don't know, it made people feel more comfortable. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it probably would have been the same for Kamala.
Possibly, I don't
Who
know.
knows?
But yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to dump as much money into that thing as possible.
401k? IRA?
Man, I got a little Roth.
Roth? I got
Yeah.
Roth. Roth's probably the best thing you can invest in because it grows tax-free. So you get taxed on it now, but when you pull out of it in 30 years,
Yeah.
that money's, you can't tax it.
I just
So it's already been taxed.
wonder, maybe you know this. What
Okay, I
happens
do.
when you hit your limit? So right now I got like $2,800 left I can invest before. I don't know what happens when you hit that mark of the amount that you can invest per year. I think it's like 6,500 or whatever. What happens?
That
Do you have to stop?
Yeah, whoever you hold it with won't allow you to put any more in.
Oh, they just won't let me
Yeah,
do
so
it.
it's like Fidelity. They're gonna be like, hey, you can't do that.
Isn't that weird though?
Yeah, but they don't want people just fucking dumping all their money into it and
Why-
not putting that money into the economy. Because it's growing tax free, you know.
Yeah. I guess
I think the biggest thing is they don't want everyone saving their money.
I do have two accounts. So I got one that's
Yeah,
tax
you can have
free,
multiple IRAs. Or
one that's
Roths.
tax free, and one that's
Oh, you have a traditional and a Roth?
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess in that sense, I do have even more money I can put into it.
Yeah.
But I always dump money into the.
Roth. Roth's the way to go. Because that's going to grow tax free. So let's say you got $1 million and you want to pull out 70 grand every year.
Mm-hmm.
Tax free.
Yeah, I love talking about like financial
Me too.
stuff.
Yeah.
I love when I get to talk about this. Like, there's nothing as a 33-year-old man that makes me
It's adulting.
more fucking hard than talking about saving money.
Saving money for retirement.
You see that? Like, you pull up that old like every so often I'll look in the like the high interest savings I got with
Oh,
Val.
yeah, I forgot you had that. I got to get one of those.
Dude, I log in there, I look at it, I'm like, man, that's nice. Like when you start to reach a certain point, like 4.5% becomes a lot in interest.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, because let's say if it's 100 grand, they're not saying you have 100 grand in your savings account.
yeah,
That's extra 4 grand in interest. 4%.
I don't know how that. Yeah, see, that's the thing is like I don't know how it works because there's a difference. It's if it was 100 grand, you would think that.
4% of 100 grand is.
So you're telling me all
4,000.
you have to do. I'm basing this off of mine and Vale's lifestyle and shit like that. You're telling me all I have to do is get 100 grand in there, and I'll be able to live off the interest.
I don't know how the high interest says, if it's 4% yearly, or is it
It's-
4% every month?
Every month. It's accumulated monthly.
Yeah, they could be able to. Because I know, like, with IRAs and, like, retirement accounts, let's say once you start getting, like, 50 grand in there, or, sorry, 500,000 you're, let's say you've worked for 20 years, and now you got 500,000 in your
Yeah.
retirement. Typically, retirement accounts grow, like, 10% a year on average, right? That's extra 50 grand a year of interest just going in your account, rolling in.
That's crazy.
So that's how people retire, right? So you get your nest egg, you get your, let's say for easy, because I'm not a math guy, save $1 million in retirement,
yeah.
and your retirement grows 10% a year. That's 100,000 that you can either reinvest or you can live off.
You
that
can pull it
100,000.
off.
That's your salary if you're retired after 59 or whatever it is, 59 and a half.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Is gaining interest, is that considered capital gains?
That I don't know. So if it's a Roth, I don't think you can. Because Roth's tax, we can't tax that.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like a
But
high interest savings.
high interest probably, yeah, you probably have gains. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, high interest enough. I'm more of a retirement account guy.
Yeah.
We have to look into that. Yeah, that's good. idea.
Because like realistically, based on the growth we got going on right now, I would say give it 4 years
You could be there.
of over 100 grand in there.
Yeah. And that's be $4,000 a month. Allegedly, I don't know how that works.
I don't
High
either.
yield.
I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
Because if that's
Google it.
true, then that's crazy. That the American dream is a lot closer than.
You just gotta be smart about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess the smart. There's a girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but there's a girl that I know who wasn't really good at saving money, and she was making really good money.
Yeah.
Really good money. Probably more than me at where I work.
Yeah.
But she was spending a lot of it.
Yeah. That's the problem. Can't spend it.
She was spending it on like partying and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think as of yesterday, she said she was 6 or 7 months, maybe 8 months sober.
Oh.
Like completely changed her life around. And she's like, it's amazing how much money I have.
Yeah, because you're not spending it at the bar.
Because you're not spending it at the bar. And this is all stuff that I tried telling her like beforehand.
Didn't
Like-
listen.
Like she would tell me like I'm struggling with this, struggling with that, and I'm like, I said, if you want, you can give me, like, I had her sit down. I said, how much money do you have to spend a month on your bills? And she's like, these are my like 2 or 3 bills I have. Really not like anything at all. There's no credit card debt, none of that shit. Like rent, and then like cell phone.
Yeah.
And doesn't have a car, so doesn't have to worry about insurance,
nice,
none of
yeah.
that shit. Maybe just Uber. I'm like, so realistically, like 75% of your money you could be putting away. And that's disappearing. And I was like, do you want to just give that money to me and I'll invest it for you?
Yeah.
You know, that never happened. But in hindsight, I really enjoy seeing people, I like seeing them have that light bulb go on.
Yeah.
You know? I think that's why I like this stuff so much. Because like, I think it could be really daunting it feels like it's really hard to get to the point of saving money and stuff. It really comes down to our personal choices.
Yeah. And I'm thinking right now, right? So you're getting 4% on that savings account, right?
Yeah.
How much interest do you pay in your truck a month? What's the interest rate?
6%.
Would it make sense to take that money you're saving and pay off that 6%? And then once you pay off your truck, if you have enough of then you could grow that other savings account so much quicker because you'll have the extra $400, $500 a month car payment thrown in and not getting charged 6% to have your money tied up.
That is, it definitely is a good point. For sure.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey teaches that, like that
sure.
snowball.
What
That's
if
why you're paying interest on something that you could pay off right now? You're only getting 4%. If you're getting 10%, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
But
that's
you're
true.
put yourself in the hole by keeping this it's money that you're borrowing.
But I do agree with you. But I will say I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I also do have the ability to put extra money towards that loan.
But if you pay off that truck today, you wouldn't have to pay all the interest. How many years do you have left on it? A year? 2 year?
Technically, probably 3. So I have like 1 more year, a little bit less than a year before I'm done with my current term, and then I have to refi it.
Yeah.
But I got about 18 G's I owe on it.
Yeah. And just think about if you pay it, instead of paying the next 3 years on that thing,
Yeah.
you could pay that off sooner now that you have saved up, and then really start saving because you don't have to worry about paying that interest, that 6% interest. You're losing 2% interest by not throwing all your money into that.
Definitely right about that. But I am hopeful that
I know
at
it's
some
tough,
point,
right? Because you see this money, like, I don't want to see it go. But
Yeah.
it's going to pay off quicker, and longer, or better in the long run for you.
Yeah. We have. I'm hopeful that interest rates are going to go down. If by some miracle within the time that I have to pay this truck off, if I can get an interest rate for like 3%, I'll take it.
You would never get it.
Why do you say that?
Not for a truck that's that old. Not saying your truck's old, but
Not even through a local bank.
the best you're probably going to get is probably 4%. on a used car that old. A lot of risk.
It's a 19.
Yeah. It's gonna
Really?
be 6 years old.
I guess you're right. And that all depends on the value, the current market value
Your current
versus
market
what you owe.
value and the mileage, but banks are gonna look at that. And I'm not. That's risk right there. 'Cause
Yeah.
if I go and try to sell that truck, am I gonna make my money back if you default on your payment?
Yeah. Well, especially if people keep fucking hitting my truck.
That too.
That really pisses
Yeah,
me
stop
off.
hitting his truck, okay?
Yeah, if you guys see my truck, can you stop fucking running into
You
it?
can't miss it.
Jesus.
It's a big billboard.
I don't park like a typical truck does. Do I
Yeah, you
stay
do.
I stay in my lane. I stay in the parking spot. And did I ever tell you what someone did a couple weeks ago?
No, tell me.
So I park in a parking spot. I'm at Weggies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in my lines on left, right, and in front of me. Now I will say this: the person who was in front of me, I parked fucking deep in the parking lot. I was far back.
Oh, you get deep as you can.
I went deep. But the person, the person that was parked in front of me, they were over the line, right? And their trunk was facing towards me. And I always have this thought
Yeah.
when I'm pulling in. If you were planning on putting groceries in your trunk, you should have fucking pulled in versus backed in.
You're wrong.
But okay, so
You keep going, but you're
So-
wrong. I'll tell you why you're wrong later.
okay, so I'm in my lines. So going to the grocery store, I come out. There's a piece of paper that it's like someone had like a printer,
Yeah.
like a label printer.
Yep.
And there was a piece of paper stuck in my windshield, and it said, "You park like a Democrat," and it said like "fuck you" or something like that,
Holy shit.
or it said you
Little
park
do
like
they
a
know.
Democrat or you park like a liberal or something like that. Fuck you.
Wow.
And I'm like,
That's
first
wild.
off, who's carrying around a fucking label maker?
Yeah, it has time to print that out.
Has the time to do that?
Yeah, get your own. Man, people are assholes.
But I was thinking, what's funny is I had this feeling like someone could potentially be mad that I parked here.
Yeah.
But
And
also,
happened.
it was a busy time. I didn't park. It's not like I found one car that was parked in the middle of nowhere and
Yeah.
parked in front of it. It was just busy.
You're just.
I want to hear your take on this
Okay.
trunk situation.
So, not so much a trunk situation, but how to park.
Okay.
I want to say 90% of accidents happen in parking lots.
I agree with that.
And of those 90% that happen in parking lots, probably 100%, 99% are due to two cars backing up out of a spot and back into each other.
Okay.
So, every time you're driving, when you're trying to park, first move forward. Back into your spot or pull through so that way when you get out of your vehicle, put it in drive, you're going straight.
Okay.
Know how hard it is to back out of a spot when, especially at a Wegmans. You got,
Oh, yeah.
got all these carts, you got people, you got cars,
Yeah.
children. It's a pain in the ass. So a lot of risk. So to limit that risk, you should be pulling where your first move is going forward.
I'll buy into it.
Yeah.
I'll buy into it because you're not refuting. Because you're not against me on why did this person leave this message.
No, you don't do that. You treat people with respect. That's not
Yeah,
respectful.
that's
It's not like you
fucked
meant
up.
to be a douchebag.
Yeah.
You just are.
You never get
just
to
born in that way.
You never get to see these people that do this shit either.
Yeah, but are
You
you
know?
going to call them out if they do? Or
Yes.
you're just like, oh, I'm
If-
up to kind of like, okay, whatever, bro.
If I saw the person do it, and I would have in my mind, okay, what did they just do? I'd find out what they did, and I would say, why did you do this? And maybe I'd figure out a reason.
Why would you do this?
Why would you do this?
You do sound like a liberal.
Why would you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
But I was so confused. I was very confused.
Yeah, that's But you should be pulling where it's your first move forward.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
Sarah yells at me
Fair
for that
enough.
because we have the SUV with the hatch.
Yeah.
So we're getting groceries. She's like, oh, someone's gonna park too close. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta park where my first move's forward. That way I don't have a backing accident. In New York State, backing accidents,
Yeah.
no matter what, it's no fault. So either you or the other person that you backed into, it's not each other's faults. Your insurance ain't gonna go after the other person. It's your fault, pretty much.
Wait, so no fault means it's your fault.
Basically.
Interesting. Okay, that's good.
I'm
to
thinking
know.
I'm right there. I don't know. Someone could correct me, but
Now, what happens?
there's
if
no one
you're-
at fault, basically, but the insurance company's going to say, "Hey, you're at fault. There's no one to ticket, but you backed in. I can't go after that other person's insurance."
So theoretically,
So
if
they're
I'm
going to
not
be pissed at you and charge you more in the long run.
if I'm not in my truck, someone backs into my car like it seems it's happening because I have
Yeah.
fucking dents on my truck. What do we do about that?
No fault.
No fault.
Yep.
If I claim it, I got to pay for it.
Yep. Your insurance would have to pay for it.
What if
They
I
might
had,
be a little bit not as upset with you, but
What if I had a 360 camera that showed someone backing into my truck and I'm not
No
in
fault.
it? Still.
yeah, because vehicle and traffic laws only apply on public roads for the most part, not private property.
That's pretty wild. I did meet somebody who had a life-altering accident in a parking lot.
What
they
happened?
were
And where?
dude on a motorcycle. It was local.
What kind of motorcycle?
It was a racing motorcycle. But-
Ducati?
I don't know. It's probably a Yamaha. I don't know. But dude, the guy on the motorcycle that I know was riding through a parking lot, going at speed.
Doing it.
Doesn't sound like he was being a dickhole. Some guy in a truck shoots out of nowhere, fucking T-bones him. Here's the catch. For some reason,
He lives.
for some reason, they both live. The truck had like a bolt or something sticking out of the front of it. Tears the whole dude's leg
Oh, yeah.
from like all the way up in the crotch area, all the way down. He's got a scar. He showed me. It wasn't
You have to
weird.
put a tourniquet on him?
I don't.
If it hit his artery, right?
I'm
I would
assuming.
put a tourniquet on
I'm
it.
assuming he was. I'm assuming he was probably close to death, but he got nearly $1 million,
Wow.
and he's doing pretty good right now. But
$1 million.
yeah, crazy.
Life changing.
No fault.
No fault, baby.
Insurance company dropped in the next day.
Yeah, like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Too dangerous.
No fault.
Now he's got to have general insurance.
Thanks, Shaq.
Yeah, shit.
Thank you, Shaq.
That guy is a marketing genius.
He is. Him,
All
and
the commercials he's in.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Do you see Michael Jordan commercials? No. He doesn't need it, but
He's probably
Shaq's in everything.
probably turning him down.
Gold Bond,
Yeah,
General.
he's just having fun.
Where else is he?
He's a fucking.
That's about it.
He's a DJ.
Oh, Diesel. Yeah.
He's
DJ
playing
Diesel.
shows. He's living his best life.
Yeah, my wife says he's pretty good. It's a good music. Puts him
Yeah,
on.
like he's not just getting these shows because he's Shaq.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's impressive.
If you're a professional athlete, you should look up to someone like Shaq.
Yeah.
You know?
There. Speaking of DJs, there's these DJs on TikTok, and they just do live streams like all night. Like, how do you must really love DJing if you're just live streaming yourself DJing in your basement of your mom's house.
Also, is it only in your headphones and like we also hear it?
Probably.
Or are they just fucking
I'd be pissed if I was
blasting
my kid.
it?
My kid was like 38 in my basement.
Right?
And he keeps going because people are liking him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Janet 236, you're locked into the zone. Party time." Like, oh my god.
Dude, that's like I call that a come up.
Yeah,
That's a come up.
he's coming.
He's coming and he's going up.
He's up.
Do you know Mark Rebillet? Loop
No.
Daddy?
No.
You don't know Loop Daddy?
No, Lube,
Loop Daddy.
Loop,
Yeah. Loop.
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 Okay.
I'll send you. I'll have to send
Send
you
it.
his shit or show you after the pod. This guy's hilarious. He's a DJ,
Yeah.
but he's a DJ. He's like an improv DJ. So whenever he came to Buffalo a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he does a show, fully improvised. Like he makes up
As he
music
goes,
on the spot, and
that
then
might be the best.
he'll make the music, and then he'll make up words and a chorus.
Yeah.
And he just does that for an entire show. And he's fucking hilarious. People throw bras on stage. He's wearing a fucking bathrobe whenever he performs. So at some point in the time, some part of the show,
He made it in life.
robe comes off. He's just fucking on stage in his underwear. Just
Oh my god, whitey tighties. That'd be more fun if it was like a whitey tighty with some shit stains.
I don't think
Pure
it's
dad
boxers.
mode.
I don't think it's boxers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I gotta show you this guy. I want to show you what he looks like because it'll all make sense.
Yeah.
Mark
Zuckerberg.
If he comes anywhere,
If he comes to Rochester, we're gonna go watch it.
oh for sure,
We'll go.
this guy.
Oh yeah, I know. I seen him like in the streets.
Yes,
He's doing like a street show.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it's when those streams like start out, there's nobody there.
Yeah, then all of a sudden everybody's jamming.
He just pulls people in. That guy's incredibly
Good vibes.
smart.
Yeah. Throwing a lipper in.
Yeah.
Halfway in, man.
They only got 30-minute time on them, you know?
Yeah.
After that they
By
burn
design.
out. You want one?
I'm good.
All right. We saw how that turned out.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. I'm just.
Pussy.
Yeah, I am. I gotta get used to it. I'm more of a Zen guy.
I don't get it. Those also burn.
They're smooth.
No, they're not.
No?
They're expensive.
I got money, baby.
It's like, you want to spend fucking $7-8 for 15 pouches, or do you want to spend $2.99?
This is like the menthols of
Look at, where is it,
cigarettes.
dude? It even has it. Is it on here? Oh,
It's like a
fuck, it's not
Seneca.
on this one. The
like
last one I had the price on it.
Yeah, I remember.
$2.99.
Yeah, you threw it right there.
Yeah.
It's on the floor. You left it there.
Maybe it wasn't that one.
Jackass.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, if I'm gonna have an addiction, I'm gonna fucking be smart about it.
Yeah, it's like the Senecas of pouches.
Yeah.
Seneca cigarettes.
The only downside to these, I will say, is every time that I go to the doctor's office and they do they check your weight and your heartbeat, they check all your blood pressure and stuff. The last time I saw the doctor like two weeks ago, he's like, "Yeah, and your blood pressure's still reading a little bit high." And I said, "Yeah, it's probably because of the nicotine pouches that I
The
take.
juice heads.
It's the nicotine pouches." He said, "Okay."
That's it. Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, "Well, is it like a concern?" He goes, "No." I said, "Well, you
just said
mention it
hi.
every time." Yeah,
I don't know, man.
it was funny, but yeah, I mean, I think that's the only maybe downside to that is like a increased HR.
Blood pressure? Heart rate? Yeah. I read or saw that nicotine will increase testosterone.
It's definitely a stimulant.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of look at it like I like it because it in a different way. It's kind of like caffeine.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't wake me up, but it does.
Make you feel good.
It does.
Warm and fuzzy.
It's probably why the Bills are doing so well.
Dude, Bills are crushing it. 8-2. Come up to Kansas City next week. Who's 9-0.
Today was, I don't remember the year, but today was the first time that the Bills beat Colts at the Colts
At the
Stadium
Colts Stadium since Doug Flutie.
since Doug Flutie and Baby Manning.
Peyton Manning was a rookie.
He was a rookie.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild. Wow. Why did it take us so long to beat the Colts at
We
their
don't
home
play
turf?
them every year. That's probably why.
Why not?
I don't typically. You don't.
Is it rando?
It's probably random, but obviously the teams in our division they're going to play every year, like the Jets and the Miami.
Yeah.
But the other teams outside of the division is probably random.
Yeah, I guess I just don't understand all that.
Me either.
I'm a football fan, just enough.
Just for the Bills.
Just for the Bills.
And do a 5-leg parlay.
Always.
DraftKings. Gambling problem?
Also not a sponsor. Yeah, gambling problem.
Call 1-800-GAMBLING.
1-800-GAMBLING. What do you say when you fucking call that, too?
Hello?
Hey, someone answers like, yeah, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? This is Anthony from New York City.
Really, they just
New York State gambling problems. How you doing?
How you doing? You got a fucking problem? No. They just convince you to keep gambling.
It's actually Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
Is it Andrew? He's the governor, right? Wherever the Cuomo.
What's the other one? It's Andrew, and it is Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew Cuomo answers because it's his job now after he got fired.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Andrew Cuomo.
How you doing?
How you doing? New York City. It's an Italian thing. That's why I groped a woman.
So you
it's
got
Italian. That's why I grope ya.
So you got a gambling problem, yeah?
Is it gambling or sex?
Is it both? I'm kind of hard right now.
Yeah, if it's both, I got Andrew Spitzer, Elliot Spitzer here. Remember
Jeez.
Elliot Spitzer? Governor?
Yeah.
We had a shit ton of shitty governors.
Yeah. What about the who is
The blind guy?
the blind fella? Bloomfield?
No,
Bloomberg?
no, his son just got killed.
Oh, that's sad. Now I feel
yeah.
bad for mentioning it.
Yeah, his dad didn't see it coming.
Oh, Jesus. Christ, too soon.
Too soon.
I warned you, folks. A little dark comedy in there.
Comedy.
Comedy.
Who was that guy's name that was blind? He changed our license plates. The worst design ever. Why did they put that guy in charge
I don't know.
of picking what license plate to put out there?
Why do we change it?
Yeah. Big yellow and blue.
I can't think
junk.
of it. I can't think of his name.
It'll come to me.
Was he good though? Outside of that, was he good?
He was lieutenant governor, so it wasn't like he was voted in. Because that's when Elliot Spitzer got caught with the hookers.
Jeez.
Prostitutes.
What's the difference?
Higher end.
Escort is higher end.
Woman of the night.
Woman of
Escort.
lady.
Lady of the night. Oh, lady of the night. There you go. But no, it cuts to Elliot Spitzer and Andrew Cuomo trying to give you gambling addiction advice. Yeah, what would you say? Hey, it's okay to gamble. Stop doing it.
Yeah. Is
Yep.
it? Do you even reach a real person, or do they just like?
Maybe we should call it one night.
Yeah.
See where it leads. I need one. I bet $5,000 on Mitch Trubisky getting 5 touchdowns today, and he played one snap.
Put Trubisky in. Put Trubisky
Yeah,
in.
with 2 seconds left.
I bet you though. I bet you if like every game, you place some sort of like just like single bet on him. That was like plus 5,000.
might pay
Eventually,
off.
it's gonna happen.
I don't know. Josh Allen's kind of he plays a lot. He doesn't get hurt. Knock on wood, where we got here.
Yeah, and if they put Trubisky in, it's only because they're far enough
Yeah.
ahead. So they're probably really not trying to.
Or Josh gets a concussion, but ends up not being a concussion.
Yeah.
Remember, he played like 2 snaps.
It was like, what was it like that game? Yeah, he played 2 snaps. He played one play.
Yeah. And then Josh comes back.
What was the game? It was the last game that they put him in to kneel the ball.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
like this game.
I'm offended. I'm offended for him.
Yeah.
Just keep me out of the fucking game. If I'm not even, if you're putting me in to kneel the ball,
They're paying him good. If you're going to pay me, I'll do it. If you're going to pay me, what? How much do you think he makes?
I couldn't even tell you what a
900,000 a year, 2 million a year, something like that, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
More than Andrew Cuomo makes. I'll tell you that.
I doubt that.
Unemployed.
Yeah, but he's got
Investments.
He's
Insider
got
trading.
places.
Him and Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, he's got places.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you hear about the local place that got? I think we're fucking
The chicken bang.
No, we're fucking Dilly Bean got married.
Oh, the Winter Garden or
Did you hear about that
no?
place?
What happened?
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, 100%. What?
They're
Come on. Suspense is killing me.
they're fucking getting
Bankrupt?
they're fucking getting nabbed for like laundering money.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, they're getting fucking caught up. I'm like,
Where'd you hear that?
It's fucking in the news.
Some crackhead
Dude.
in the corner there of Monroe and
Let me just check my
490?
non-Apple device.
no. I went to that place for lunch. It's pretty nice. Their doors are open during lunchtime, so you can eat lunch in that venue for
Let's
free.
see. Please tell me something comes up.
No, he's not gonna find anything. Were you drunk again? I'm just
Fucking
dreaming
A.
this shit up. No, he's typing very fast. Pressure's on.
It should if I type the name in. Okay, here we go. No, hold on a second.
See, we lied. It's fake news.
Fuck. No way. I was just talking with someone the other day about it. That's
You can't find it.
That's unfortunate. No, I know this is legit though because the person I was talking to.
We gotta say allegedly. 'Cause
No,
you're not
listen.
sure. You don't
Listen,
get thrown on the bus.
they know somebody
That
who's
knows
getting
somebody.
married there. Who is they're like in this weird spot where they don't know if they're still gonna be able to get married there, which means they're gonna lose like their deposit and everything, if they haven't already. They're under investigation. So is Crescent Beach, which I just found out. Do you remember Crescent Beach?
Yeah, they've been closed for 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah. So
What happened?
Well, someone still owns it though. They could still be doing shitty business.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they got nabbed last March for something called check kiting.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is. It's
Probably something to do with checks to make. I don't know.
yeah.
To
It's some form of
fuck someone over.
someone's getting fucked over.
It's not me though.
But like places like that, like I always heard that Crescent Beach was owned by like
The mafia.
the mafia.
It is
So is Winter Garden?
probably.
Probably.
What isn't owned by the mafia?
Fucking Chick-fil-A?
No. Yeah, probably not.
You gotta be kidding me.
I love a little Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Dude, I'd eat anything with Chick-fil-A sauce.
Me too. And I'll tell you, it's not as good when you get it from the store.
Oh no, it's definitely dumbed down.
I gotta have it in those little.
Oh yeah, little cup.
When I was in,
I dip my waffle fries in there. Oh, and you get a little Chick-fil-A sauce in your beard. It's
you
like
leave it there.
the best feeling.
You leave it
'cause-
till tomorrow,
Yeah, you get a little snack when you wake up.
dude. When I was in Atlanta, when I was living there, you could walk into a Chick-fil-A, and they would just have it out in the open, and they would. After some years of being there, they put that shit behind the counter.
Oh yeah, because that's just a crack.
Well, because people can't relax.
Self-regulate.
You know what I mean? When you go to the Chinese restaurant, no offense, when you go to the Chinese restaurant and you get takeout food, how many packets of soy sauce you
4.
get? Okay.
Take 4.
But you're not fucking scooping a
No,
handful.
why would I? I feel
Because
bad.
people do that.
I make sure they see how many I'm taking, so they
Yeah.
know. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're watching.
yeah.
They're watching me.
People take advantage. I mean, I guess now being a business owner, I look at things completely different. Like, if you're not a business owner, you're like, it's free shit. Like you go to the hotel, free shit.
Yeah.
Everything's free.
I'm not gonna do that to my local Chinese place. So they're great people.
They're good people.
They do great food.
And
They-
COVID was not their fault. Okay?
They're like their fault, like Chinese food places' faults, or their people's fault in China,
Both.
the China government.
Because they got a lot of hate
Yeah,
after all that.
they did. But I don't know, Chinese. I would not. I wouldn't take more packets. I don't do
respectful about it, man.
Oh yeah, and I'd take 1 spoon and 2 forks as Sarah gets a soup, 2 forks for the meal we get.
You're telling me, hold on a second. You're telling me you're bringing that food home
Yeah,
and you're eating it with a bullshit fork and spoon?
Yep.
Why don't you pull one out the drawer?
because the reason I'm getting Chinese food, number 1, lazy. I don't want to do dishes. I don't want to clean up.
Okay.
Just throw the spoon in the thing, throw it out.
But it like as you're picking up the food, it bends. There's
No. China Moon has some of the best silverware that won't bend.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
We'll
know
try it.
they know what's best.
We'll try it
All right.
next week.
All right.
She's not messing around. She has her. So also knowing how you know
Is that next to Tops?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know how you know it's a good Chinese food place?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Can I say it?
I don't think there's anything wrong about it. Yeah.
You know it's a good Chinese food place if the kid is taking your order.
If the kid is taking your order.
Yeah.
And you question.
And they're like 12.
They're like 12.
Yeah, definitely not old enough to work.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
how you know the food's going to be bomb.
also, I feel bad for those kids.
Yeah, but they're teaching great work ethic. No one's going to work harder than them. You guarantee it.
Yeah.
It's one way to be raised, you know?
Yeah. Do you tip them?
No.
I don't either. Sometimes I do. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I feel.
I
I'm
do
pretty
feel
generous in
bad.
my tipping. If I'm sitting down and someone is
Yeah.
taking my order and getting my drinks, but if I'm standing up to order my food, I'm not going to tip.
And I'm driving to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down eating there. You're not bringing me a soda. You're not bringing me, a refill or whatever. But,
Because you're ultimately not tipping for them to make your food. You're tipping for the
waiter
for the
or
service.
waitress.
Yeah.
Because they're underpaid.
I think like when I go to sit down at a place, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, I know whether I'm gonna tip,
A good one.
whether it's gonna just be your 20%,
20%er, or it's going to be, hey, thank you.
or it's gonna be like, okay, I'm feeling generous.
Yeah, I'm giving you your hourly rate.
Even if you're shit, there's only been one time I can think of that I didn't leave a tip.
I have never done that.
Dude, I'm sorry, we left a $5 tip. But in all honesty, the bill was high. We went to a place in Henrietta. It was around the time me and Val got married,
Oh,
and dude, we were 10 people deep. We were the first people and only people for about a half an hour in this place.
Red Lobster.
No, it was like a sushi restaurant. It was all you can eat sushi.
Well, that's the first problem.
Half of us got all you can eat sushi, and another half of us just wanted to get something else. It took us over an hour to get our food.
Yeah.
The people who got the all you can eat sushi, they ordered one round of sushi, whatever they wanted initially, and then there was so much time that passed in between that time that they ended up just bringing us the check.
Really?
So it wasn't all you can eat.
No. Smart.
It was just like, it was the first time I felt like this is the worst service I ever had. And so people started coming in after we were there. They were getting served before we did.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And it's not like, I think some people may be thinking, sometimes with the bigger parties, you do get that one or two people that's kind of a little out of control
Yeah.
and like being rude. This was a respectful get together. And we weren't being rude. We were all being way too fucking patient.
Yeah.
And tipped her $5.
$5.
$5 on like a over $200 bill. And
$200 just for you and Vale, or $200
for everybody.
for the whole party?
For everybody. And Val wrote a note.
See, yeah. Yeah, it's tough because you didn't get all you could eat.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
You pay for all you
So,
can eat.
yeah, you didn't
It's
get
like they try to do it at that Osaka.
Where?
You ever been to Osaka?
No. No, I've been wanting to have lately is bubble tea.
You ever had it ever?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tai Chi bubble tea.
I kind of want some.
It's good.
Yeah.
You could probably buy some at the old store up the street.
No, I went from a place where they put like the little yogurt balls in it.
Well, I
You
getting
know
it
what I'm
at
talking
a
about?
place is
Where
way
that-
better.
yeah, yeah.
But you can buy, there's pre-made
Yeah.
bubble teas with those in it.
No, I want to poke my hole through that straw or through that top
Yeah.
that they put on.
Yeah.
So, no.
It took me up until like 2 years ago to actually try bubble tea.
Yeah.
People were like they were protesting outside my house, like, you haven't had bubble tea?
Bubble tea, fuck you.
No bubble tea.
You're standing there like that one couple with your AK and she has that pistol.
Yeah.
It's you and Vale.
Yeah.
Protecting your house.
It didn't look good.
Bubble tea.
It didn't look good because there was a bunch of Asian people outside my house.
Ooh.
And, we got
I love the Asian people.
I love them.
I love them. They're
I love
great.
them. They're great.
They are.
They,
Everyone's great. I don't have a bias.
no, not at all. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care what you look like. It's how you act.
Yes.
If you come out of your house on a daily basis and you just want to put fucking hatred out there into the world,
Yeah.
you know
Bad
what?
person.
I'm not gonna. I don't want you.
No.
I want
Not
you
here.
around.
Not up in here.
Not up in here. Not right here.
Not right here.
But that's it. Just be a decent human being. Don't. If you have a label maker, holster it.
Leave the label maker at home. I think that's, yeah. I wish I could find that. I just want to talk to that person. See, like, hey, what's your mindset on this?
I should have kept it.
Yeah, you should have.
I really wanted to hear their perspective. Perhaps they could have changed my mind on how I felt.
Like that one guy changed my mind.
Yeah. But they
Charlie
could have,
Kirk.
yeah, I mean, maybe they were like, yeah, I really needed to put my groceries in my trunk. And I couldn't because you were parked so
big
close.
ass Ford truck.
Yeah.
It's in the way, bro.
Because you were parked so damn close.
Yeah,
and I get it.
asshole.
You see it.
You
You see an F-150 and you're like, piece of shit.
douchebag.
I
Sorry,
feel
like
that way when I see an F-150.
Yeah.
I'm driving and I drive like I don't drive like an F-150, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, you drive pretty respectfully.
I'm respectful. I don't move people out of the way, but then an F-150 will come along or one of those super
yeah.
duties
Yeah.
and they'll get up on my ass.
You got bright lights.
Bright lights, fucking Trump flag,
Oh, yeah. Fucking Trump flags.
Trump flag. What else they got? They got their whole life agenda on the back window of their vehicle.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Don't put your whole life on this car. Just I don't care about your family. I don't care about what you support Ukraine or you like this candidate. Just keep it off your car.
Yeah.
Let me drive without knowing your whole life story.
We've all seen the cars though. Maybe we're being judgmental, but we all seen those cars that are just fucking stickered up.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Stickered up, coexist.
coexist. Yep.
Uh,
I voted for someone.
But here's the thing. It completely changes it when you see you see a car that says like, you know, in support of like a political candidate, right? And you're like, why do you have that on your car?
Yeah, who cares?
But then you see a car that has the old fish on it. And that's okay, right?
The religious fish?
The religious
Nah.
fish.
Yeah, don't have anything on there.
Nothing.
I want nothing. Look at my car now. Nothing on there.
I'm okay if someone's promoting that they're religious.
Yeah,
Because
okay
I'm
with it. I don't
judging that
care.
person, but I'm judging at a standpoint of they're probably a decent human being.
One thing I don't like a lot, especially because we're in America, it's someone having another flag on their car or on their rear view mirror.
Okay. What kind of what oh no.
No, just any type of like other country's flag. You're in America. You chose to be here.
But
live here.
here's the flip side.
I know you want to support your country, but you should be flying the American flag.
I think it's also important for people that do immigrate here from other countries. I actually like nowadays that they like in some ways I do want them to assimilate to America, but at the same time
Oh yeah, you
I
also want to be a melting pot.
I want them to keep their culture because that's what makes
Yeah.
us like a good. And I used to when I lived in South Florida, I was not a very I was tainted because I was having a bad experience in South Florida.
Yeah.
People would like yell at me for not speaking Spanish.
Yeah, I used to get that too, living in South Texas.
And you know, it's only when that something like that comes up that you're like, wait a second, like like, this is America. Of course I'm speaking English. And
Yeah.
of course I don't potentially speak your language.
Yeah.
You know. But nowadays I'm like, you know what I actually do after meeting so many people from other countries. I'm actually like, I actually enjoy other cultures.
I do. Don't get me
No.
wrong, I do, but
that should be
don't
married.
fly another country's flag. And so I wouldn't move to, I don't know, Canada. I'd have American flag on my car. I'd have it to be Canadian.
I
My
also
new country.
I don't think that's like a trait of other countries either. I think it's like an American, like living in America type thing to do.
Yeah.
To like represent. So you're saying I should take the Latvian flag down from my house?
Do you have one?
No.
Oh.
But should I take it down?
If you had one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's America. Why would you fly another country's flag?
I don't know.
If I was in Latvia, I'd fly a Latvian flag because I'd be happy to be in Latvia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would
Also,
you move?
it doesn't really, you know, if you're putting yard signs and yeah, I have an American flag.
Yeah, me too.
Inside my house.
Yeah. America.
Now, you put an American flag on your house, totally fine. You put an American flag on your vehicle,
You can't.
we know what that means.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But you can't either, though. You can't. There's certain rules for the flag. You can't wear the like the shorts right here. You can't have the American flag on clothing.
What
It's
do you
supposed
mean?
to be just a flag up on the flagpole. You're showing disrespect when you're wearing the flag.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like putting a cross around your neck? It's like wearing a rosary, right?
Yeah.
Not supposed to do it.
Yeah, I think there's rules to the flag. You're not supposed to have it on clothing.
What about burning it? Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. It's disrespectful, but this is America. You can do that.
I feel like in the next couple weeks we're gonna start seeing a bunch of that.
Yeah.
I hope not, but
I hope not. We'll see.
yeah. God rest our soul.
Yeah. I'm just, worried about myself and deal what I have to when it comes.
Your family, your 401k,
401ks, and my Jenny Lights.
and my Jenny Lights. Yeah, we haven't cracked these beers yet.
I don't think I'm going to.
I don't think I'm going to either.
Nope. That Kool-Aid Jammer's sitting heavy.
Just
All that sugar from years ago.
yeah, never gonna. What is your guys' stances like? You know, I would say fairly new parents like Val and I are. What's your stance on like what you feed them, what you like let them have? Because, like, you don't want to be too strict, but you also don't want to just, like, load them up with sugar and red
Yeah,
40
well, yeah,
and
we-
stuff.
We keep sugar away from them.
Well, you got a fucking Kool-Aid jammer in your fridge, Al. I don't think-
Pre-COVID, Nick.
Pre-COVID.
I didn't have a baby pre-COVID.
Yeah, but you were
I
thinking
don't know why I
about
have
it.
this here, but
It's a symbol.
no, no, he just, we don't, obviously, Halloween, yeah, you can have some sugar.
Yeah.
Stay away from red dyes. So a lot of stuff has red dye 40 in it. But if you go to Aldi's, all the Aldi's products don't have those type of dyes in them.
So you're telling me, without doing any research, I could just go to Aldi
and buy Aldi brand foods.
and I'll be good.
And then we'll have the dyes, yeah.
What about corn syrup?
They might have that. I don't know. I just know the dyes. And that's what really affects my son. I'm not saying it could be coincidence, right? He used to be acting up.
Yeah.
But we notice when he has some kind of food colorings, he's a little more erratic and harder to calm down.
Interesting.
Yeah. Can't put him down at night a little hard. I don't know. It could be just us, but I noticed it. I know when he's on it and not.
Yeah. Man, and like, it's like in everything.
Yeah.
Even stuff that's not like.
Even stuff that's not red.
Yeah.
Why?
That's a good
Why
question.
would you do that?
Why?
Why, people?
Why?
Why would we put dyes in our food?
Let's get some answers.
We don't need to.
Put a poll up there.
Aldi's does it, no problem. They have Fruit Loops, no dyes.
It's just a choice.
Doesn't taste as good, but
Now I'm curious if they, because it'd be like the dyes and it'd be the corn syrup,
Yeah.
that I'd be the most,
I don't know.
the most worried about.
Yeah, but for diet, yeah, we don't try to keep it pretty, consistent, good food, veggies.
Yeah.
We go to McDonald's sometimes. He has fries. He likes fries
Yeah. What
can't.
kid doesn't
America.
like fries
from McDonald's.
from McDonald's?
Anywhere else, no. We won't eat 'em.
Five
McDonald's
Guys.
fries?
Five Guys.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Five Guys.
Yeah, I had them the other day.
Yeah. I wanted to have Dogtown the other day, but it didn't work out.
That's what we were supposed to do this time.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get a plate. Mm-hmm. By the time it gets here, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's
cold.
going to be trash. We have to eat it and live stream it from TikTok. We do have a TikTok now, too, so
Yeah, we do.
see some posts.
We're coming up.
We're coming up. Slow. This
We're
is
gonna
a
have
slow
a YouTube.
transition.
Well, now that we're doing the video thing, I think it's cool. We're gonna have clips and all that.
Yeah.
That type of jazz. I'm just gonna see where we're at right now. Oh yeah, you know where we're at.
Yeah, that
You know
prime
where we're
spot.
at. Yeah, we are.
Is it time?
I mean, I think it's a good.
it's good.
Today I feel like I could keep going,
Me too. But
but this thing is gonna take like 4 days to
4
fucking
days to
download.
upload. Yeah.
We got to keep the people waiting.
Yeah, we got to keep them wanting more.
Keep wanting more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as always, we always appreciate our listeners, and
Yeah, keep listening, liking, subscribing.
yeah, and if there's anything that you want to see, I mean, we plan on having guests on this podcast.
Yeah.
At
we
some
got
point.
plans. And, email any suggestions, the Gone Fishing Podcast at gmail.com.
Yep, it's official.
Yeah, it's official. So if you want to hear anything or any questions, any comments, send them through.
We want to know.
We want to know.
We wanna know
Or
your
I
actual-
don't, and I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do because it's our show.
Yeah, if you don't want to comment, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. If you want to comment something, I'm not going to listen. I swear.
But if you do comment, I'll listen. But if you don't comment, I ain't listening.
Yeah. It depends on if it's a good comment or bad comment.
Right.
If it's bad,
yeah,
fuck
if
you.
If it's good, thank you. If it's bad, I don't even like you.
Man, you'd be a perfect New Yorker.
It's bad. Is it fucked up to like
Do accents like
like
that?
it's more fucked up, it seems, to do a Chinese accent
Because you're not Chinese.
than it is to be. Yeah, but I'm not Italian either.
Who says that's Italian?
What are you
trying to fuck with me now?
Dude, are you-
That's Italian to
calm
you?
down, dude.
That's New York.
It's
Could be
it's Italian American.
no.
Yeah, it is.
Partially, but I see people talking like that. That's not Italian American.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a New York accent
Fair enough.
derived from Italy.
But let's be honest, Al. I did grow up a good portion of my life in an Italian family.
Hargarther.
No, when my
Italian.
mom got remarried for
Italian.
the second time.
Oh, I know a name. Yeah, I know. I just fucking with you. My last name's not Italian though. People be always surprised.
When people say that, they find out you are.
No, I'm not.
No, you are.
No.
Dude, I've seen you eat pasta like you're Italian.
Dude, I fucking will.
Dude, I will flip a table.
I'll flip a table, a little pasta, fresh bread. Oh, the sauce.
Gnocchi.
Oh,
Mozzarella.
I'll eat any kind of pasta. It doesn't matter.
I'm
5,
offended.
6 days a week.
I love it. I love at the end of this episode is like the most offensive.
Because we're talking about... we're offending Italians. We're not Italian. I feel bad.
No, dude, I think
I'm European.
I spent 20
English.
years.
20?
Now, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do the math here.
Carry the 3, divide by 2.
20, 15. Look, I did like 15 years.
Italian.
Hard
Italian
Italian.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even... so Italian, you can't even pronounce that guy's last name.
I can. I'm not, but I can.
All right. Italians.
Italians. Hey, we appreciate you guys. We love you.
Oh, what kind of aliens in Italy? An Italian.
There it is.
We'll see you guys.
There it is. We love you.
Remember, change your mind, change your grind. Let's go.
I like it.
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that?
Foolish, baby.